You don't have any
I
bag?
haven't used the bag when I play tennis for years and years. I usually have towels and 2 rackets and some tourniquets.
Okay.
So there's no bag.
Okay.
At least not when I'm on the court.
Who do you like to beat?
I guess I would like to be the very pissed off John McEnroe. And he's really, really grumpy and throwing his racket. I think it would have been enjoyable to beat. But that's, of course, part of the imaginary work, because I'll never will play John McEnroe.
What is your most memorable match?
That's actually when I played a guy named Stefan Norberg in Sweden. He had 14 set points in the first set. He had 3 in the second set. I beat him 7-6, 7-6. And he later coached Magnus Norman when Magnus Norman was very, very young. But I did beat him and I saved 17 set points. He never won a set.
Okay. What is your worst loss?
My worst loss was Nationals at Tyler, Texas, 1987. I played like a bag of chips and lost to a guy who I think played in jeans.
That's pretty bad.
That is very bad.
Okay, best win?
The best win was May 1994 at Blue Bay when I beat Lensley McMillan. 6-2, 4-1, and then he gave up.
Is he a good player?
And I made $240.
Is
He was
good?
much better than me,
Okay.
except that day.
Okay. So what do you think about our 25,000 women's challenger?
I think that is the highlight of the year. I think that's a chance for us to see some of the greatest players in the world, and in particular this year, when the same woman lost semi-final Fort Walton Beach, semi-final Wimbledon. She made $748 in Fort Walton Beach. 3 months later, she made $262,000. So I think for us to see world-class tennis is by far my favorite tournament, in connection with the sister tournament in Sweden, which is the same level.
Okay. What is your favorite shot?
My favorite shot is to attack a second serve. Take it early, chip in, or hit the sweeping forehand very, very early. Give the opponent less time. Can't really do that, but I daydream about it, and I've done it once in a blue moon. But it is for sure my favorite shot.
Can you tell for us, other players, how to practice?
Sure,
this shot?
stand just behind the service line and return serves like that for a half hour now and then. It's actually much easier than it sounds.
Yeah. And why do you like this shot?
Because it freaks out the opponent. All of a sudden they have no time to react. And it also has to do with my love-hate relationship to John McEnroe, because it was his ultimate shot and it was a lot of fun to see him do that.
Okay. What kind of strings do you use?
Whatever Richard puts in my racket. I used to play with NXT Tour, but I don't even know what I have anymore.
And what tension using?
I have no idea. What do I ever recommend? Tension is probably, or a little bit tighter.
Okay, and why do you play tennis, and what is your goal?
Right now I play tennis because I'm 25 pounds overweight and I'm trying to lose weight. So my goal is to lose 25 pounds through tennis, through the tennis.
And why did you start play tennis?
I probably started because my mom and my dad and my brother all play tennis, so that was a family thing for us when I was 6, 7, 8 years old.
Okay, and what was your goal?
Well,
since you started, like,
yeah, of
as
course,
a kid?
1976, 1977, 1978, when Bjorn Borg starts to dominate and become the one in the world, of course my goal was to also win 5 straight Wimbledons and 6 French Opens. So yeah, to walk in the path of Borg and become the greatest player of all time was my goal.
Okay.
It didn't really work out that way, but that was my goal.
And who's your favorite player?
Bjorn Borg, greatest player of all time.
Okay. Most memorable match you watched on TV?
Like the rest of the world, it would be the 1980 Wimbledon final, Borg McEnroe. When Borg lost the 4th set, I was literally nauseous, high fever, and wanted to jump from the 3rd floor of the apartment complex I was living in. But thank goodness gracious, Borg did win the 5th set.
Okay. Okay, next question. Who do you like to see lose?
John McEnroe. I'd never get tired of watching McEnroe lose. I'll do it today if I could.
How come he can still play and
I
Borg?
guess I guess God gave McEnroe more touch and feel than the rest of the world.
Okay. What is your favorite tournament?
My favorite tournament is the $25,000 Women's Challenger right here at Fort Walton Beach Tennis Center, and the Rolls-Royce Women's Cup in Christinaham. Second week of March, third week of June, year in and year out.
Okay. If you could split a bottle of wine with a player on a beach, who would be?
That's a good question. Perhaps Maria Kirilenko. And
Why?
I assume if she received the questions, she would say Erik Stenberg.
Okay. Who is the most sexy women's player on a tour?
Maria Kirilenko.
Okay. And over here in Fort Walton
For
Beach
Walton
County.
Beach. I think that's a politically incorrect question, so I decline the answer.
Okay. Okay. What is your favorite song?
My favorite song in relation to sports would be the Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. That's probably not the name of the song, by the way, but that's the philosophy behind life, sports, everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.